Welcome everybody to part 39 of Majora's Mask, and we are one enemy away from finally leaving Great Bay Temple, thank God. And just falling down this hole. I like how when Link falls down holes into boss rooms, he doesn't take any damage. And I guess it's the game script, so yeah. Da-dum. Da-dum. Da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Yeah. Cliche, I know. But, hey, it reminds me of Jaws. And, believe me, this boss has Jaws. Boom! Alright. Meet Gargantuan Masked Fish Gyorg. Sounds Swedish. Well, regardless how silly his name is, he can be very dangerous if you don't know how to fight him. So, basically there are two ways you can fight Gyorg. Well, one of his main attacks is he'll try to jump the platform to try and grab you. Basically, like I was saying, there are two ways to fight Gyorg. One, you can actually put on the Zora mask and fight him in the water the entire time, but that can be a little more risque. Or two, you can fight him on the platforms. What you want to do is shoot him with fire arrows to stun him, and then put on the Zora mask, dive into the water, and go in and zap him for damage. Now, once you zap him, quickly get out of the water, because as you just saw, he'll retaliate by coming towards you and eating you and regurgitating you. And when he eats you, he'll actually take away 2 of your hearts. So that's not good. Of course, when he leaps out to try and grab you, just keep moving and he won't grab you. And afterwards, he'll just shoot you and dive into the water and repeat the process. Now, to get back into the platform, you can just climb out quickly, or, as I failed to do in this video, I tried to dolphin leap out, but yeah. You know, dolphin leap is a hard technique because, well, it requires you to get some distance and yeah. Alright, after you've damaged him twice, he'll add a new attack to his repertoire. What he'll do now is, while you're on the platforms, he will bump the platforms to knock you into the water. Now when he does that, quickly get out, because he'll try and swim around and eat you. Now you can avoid getting knocked into the water if you stay in the middle area. Well, unlike what I did there, so if you get knocked into the water, put on the Zora mask and pray that he doesn't eat you like, well, yeah. See, of course, this boss, again, if you don't know what you're doing, this boss can be difficult. And, well, honestly, he's not that bad. I mean, granted, the boss in Ocarina of Time, Morphia, was actually easier because you're just dealing with water tentacles and a big amoeba. Here, you're dealing with a gargantuan fish that actually does major damage to you. And there, I just stunned him, but I didn't want to take a chance to damage him because look how much health he has taken off me. And I wanted to regroup as soon as possible. Jeez Louise, I'm getting my butt kicked here. And thankfully he knocked me back onto the platform. Alright, when you damage him 3 times though, he'll add another attack to you. What he'll do here is he'll start spatting out little fishies right here to try and attack you. These little piranhas is spawn, I believe. But these can be killed by just using Zora Barrier, so they're not much of a threat. See, I'm now down to 3 hearts. See how badly I'm fighting this boss? I should be better than this. So yeah, those little fishies, they're easy. The reason I'm not taking better... The reason I'm pretty much, well... not taking my time with this boss is, well, I was frustrated with Great Bay Temple at this point. I wanted to get out of there as soon as I can. I want to do as much damage as possible, so... yeah, that's why I'm doing sloppily at this boss. And of course, I'm down to 1 heart left. But don't worry, I still have 2 fairies and a red potion at my disposal. So, I'm not going to die fighting this guy. That's better. As you can see, if you stay right in the middle, no problem. And the best way to attack him is after he does an attack, and that's when Tattle can zoom in over and you can Z-target him so you can shoot the arrow and basically stun him and shoot him. See, I almost did the dolphin jump. And I got... and... wow. Don't worry, 1 more hit and he is dead. Thank God. I can be finally done with this temple. Alright, come on. Come on, buddy. Get back into the center, Link. There we go. And of course, I'll shoot him because he's about to make 1 more ram at the platform, but I denied him there. That's right. How you like that? And of course, shock him once more, and... dead. Thank God it's over. Great Bay Temple is over. I can move on to a more interesting location. I can see he shrinks as he flops into nothingness, leaving behind his remains and a heart container. Of course, the rumbling from day 3 is not making things a little easy for me. Well, it's more of an annoyance at this point, but... yeah, we got a full heart container, which increases our health to 14 hearts. And we get Gyorg's remains. And, well, folks, enjoy this cutscene right here. Well, yeah, help their friend. Well, it actually has another meaning to it when we, as we discover later in this playthrough. So yeah, we beat the temple, and we don't get that big of cutscene, you know that whole we save the area kind of thing. But we'll get to it later. Now that Great Bay has been cleared, Lulu's voice has returned, so we go back to Zora Hall and go to the stage. We will meet the band all assembling together, and pretty much she'll tell us that the Zora eggs that she laid were to remind her of the song that was to lead into the temple. And now that everybody's gathered together, we're going to do a little jamming session using the notebook that Mikhail wrote and Jappis jammed and Yvonne played, so enjoy! Yeah, we've learned that jam from another cycle, so how did they well play it this time around? Maybe Link went through Mikhail's journal, had a quick jamming session with Japis again and Yvonne, and probably gave Yvonne the song as Human Link quickly again before they started jamming. But regardless, that was a nice little jamming session we can do before we finally leave this area for good. And I like to point out that even though it says the water became less murky, that's complete bullcrap, because there's no like scene depicting like the water's becoming clear, even though they say it's clear, and there's no like big scene to illustrate this. I mean, besides talking to the turtle, but I mean, at Woodfall, we see the water becoming from poisonous purple to clear blue. And in the mountain area, we see the snow melt and spring has come. And we got gypped on that one. That's lame. And if we swim directly towards Great Bay, we won't make it. We will still get the murkiness. We will still be brought back to the beginning, and we still have to rely on the turtle to get to Great Bay. That's kind of lame. Even though the winds surrounding Great Bay Temple are gone, the water's still murky. I'm sorry. That's a lie. So, what we're doing right now is we are going to the Great Ferry of this area because we have gathered the 15 stray fairies, and we're going to get a reward, which is actually a nice reward when you think about it. Of course, kill the bird, crow thing so it won't be a nuisance. And what we gotta do here is hook shot the palm trees, like hook shot from island to island using the palm trees, and until we get to and the shake is annoying. I hate day 3. Alright, we keep on hook shot the palm trees until we get to right here, and then we just hop across this cliff here until we get to this cliff face right here. And those boulders are blocking the Great Fairy Fountain in this one. Now, I believe this is the only time that a Great Fairy Fountain has been covered. The rest of the Great Fairy locations usually have their holes open to us so we can get in whenever we want. But if we just use bombs or the blast mask, we can blow this up no problem and we can go straight on in. You can see everything's all purpley and purple. So, we deliver the rest of the fairies, and jeez, I know. Ugh, I hate that creepy laugh. Yeah, meet the Great Fairy of Courage. And as a reward for reassembling her, she will essentially pretty much save your life, because as you can see, she has pretty much put big white barriers around your hearts, and that means your defense has doubled, which means, yeah, we have more health essentially. It'll take about twice as much for enemies to damage you as they normally would, and that is fantastic. Now, we got this upgrade in Ocarina of Time near the end of the game. Like, it was the last Great Fairy to give us this upgrade in Ocarina of Time. But at least we get it now, so because some of the dungeons and areas we go to are going to be tough. Yeah, so what I'm doing right now is, in this cycle, I'm going to revisit the frogs in the mountain area, because now that I've saved all 5 of them, I'm going to put on my Don Giro mask, and I'm going to conduct them in a little choir. And when I do that, I'll be getting a piece of heart. Now, we encountered frogs before in Ocarina of Time. They were known in Hyrule as the Fabulous 5 Froggish Tenors. And basically, when you go to Zora River, you'll meet these frogs. And if you play a non-teleportation song for each of the frogs, they will grow in size. And when all 5 of them are big, you will basically have to play a bug-catching minigame with them, with one frog representing a note from your ocarina. And if you do it successfully, you will get a piece of heart. Also, if you get play the Song of Storms for the big frogs, they'll be so happy that they'll give you a second piece of heart. So yeah. Now, when you supposedly make the water clear, go over here to this area in Great Bay Coast, and there should be a boat waiting for you. Now, this boat here will take you to the Fisherman's Jumping Game. And those islands, small islands right there, yeah, that's where the fisherman is. And what we gotta do is hop on this boat, and when we do, it will automatically circumvent the area of the small islands. And when we get in range, we have to hook shot a palm tree right there to get to the fisherman. Now, of course, the fisherman will be taking breaks. As you'll see, he'll take breaks early in the morning, and he'll take breaks during nighttime. So, yeah, that sucks. And who's powering this boat? Is it remote control? I mean, how does it know where to go? And yeah, and it stops on its own when it circumvents the entire area and when it gets back to the dock. So anyway, I like to point out that I've read this on a Zelda wiki somewhere, that the hook shot currently in Link's possession actually belongs to the fisherman, and he used it to catch some fish. So apparently one day the pirates stole the hook shot from the fishermen and kept it at their fortress, and Link eventually ended up with the hook shot in his possession. So basically we have his property. Now, of course, we don't give it back because we still need the hook shot for the rest of the game. So, yeah, sucks to be him. Anyway, this jumping minigame, it can be difficult because of the way the camera angles. So, essentially, what you have to do is jump from platform to platform, like jump from the platform where the torch is lit to get a point. And what you have to do, and you have to try and do this 20 times to get a reward. Now, again, now time your jumps carefully. Don't rush it. You'll still have plenty of time, because if you rush things, you can actually get on the platform that it has an unlit torch, and you'll get an X, but it won't count against you. And if you rush the jumps, you can accidentally fall into the water and lose the game. And when you eventually do get 20 points, just stop, because that's all you really need, 20 points. And yeah. And by getting 20 points, he'll give us another heart piece. Yay. And he'll complain about how he's going to go bankrupt because we ruined his business. Well, serves you right. And I'm keeping the hook shot. It's mine. It's mine. And one more thing before I leave Great Bay Coast. I went ahead and get another map from Tingle because, well, we're going to move on to the Stone Tower area in our next video. And, folks, I want to be prepared. So, folks, we'll begin the exploration of this area in Part 40. See you then.